cat with a jetpack. Hi guys, it's me Diddies, and today we are going to be playing Pentiment. So this is a new game. It's set in the Renaissance, so it's like a little bit later than the games we usually play here. Yeah, so this was released on the 15th, so depending on when I upload, because, you know, my, even I don't know my own upload schedule. It either came out like today or yesterday or like last year. Love a game that opens on a book. Look at the like marginalia. There's another game coming out, I don't know if it's due this year or next year, but it's called Inculati or something like that, and it's about medieval marginalia. This, however, is set in the 16th century. I guess it's Europe. And is this me? And the abbot said to me, Andreas, choices. Are we gonna be a boy, a hard worker, or I don't know what this last one is. Let's see what this one is. Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you though. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. I just can't get over the art style. This is like right up my alley. It's so nice. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where the marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh wait, that was Socrates? Wait, I should be reading the names of the people. Saint Grobian. Okay, I know who Socrates is. I don't know who Saint Grobian is. I wonder if he's like dreaming? Oh, Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? I love that they fixed the typo. Oh wait, not typo. What's it called when you like write it down with actual pen? Let's be nice to our future wife. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Oh, look at this guy. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. Oh my god, look how cute! Is that my little sister? It's me! Good morning, Ursula. I don't know what she's saying. 1. The Baron, April 1518. Ooh, interaction? I really should clean this up. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Prior Ferenc keeps giving me all of these books to read. Okay, I'm sure that will mean something to some of you. Oh, look at Ursula. Oh my god, I would die for Ursula. Is no one like looking after her? Oh wait, there's a lady. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? I mean, it might be funny to do a playthrough where we're just like really negative and like complaining and rude to people, but let's take like the middle road at least until we like figure out how the game works. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Oh, we can click people's names to like see. Oh, Eva says Otto stopped by. Does Eva have a crush on Otto? Are these my almonds? Thank you. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we have some money? Would it be too much trouble if you Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raise it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey, 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it even more than usual, I mean. Peter. Who is Peter? This is Peter. I love these. I have a video on medieval marginalia if anyone is interested. I'm going to link it up the top. I'm guessing this will actually impact how much money we have in the game, but I need to provide for Ursula. That is my personal goal within this playthrough. What is this? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. And these are like my like guides. Okay, so that was Beatrice, that was Socrates, and that was Saint whatever his name was, the like jester dude. So maybe the ones where the choices actually matter, he does a little the little like thought emoji. Let's be nice. Of course, it's no problem at all. Besides, we wouldn't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. Oh, bless you, Andreas. Oh, God bless you. Can I see God? Oh, Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Can I see St. Luke? Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Slowly, I'm afraid, most of my days are spent doing work for the abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Ferenc, I'm gonna have to learn how to say his name, allows me to work on my masterpiece. Divine office is the prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of Saint Benedict. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. Nuremberg is the free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, and city of arts, including printing. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after some wondering. It must be rather frightening starting all over again. I owe it to my family to make something of my life. This will be remembered. They helped me even after I dropped out of university. I can't let them down. I'm sure you make your family proud, Andreas. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. How modest should we be? It's hard to say until it's done. That's no way to think about it. I'm sure it will be a treasure when it's finished. I wonder if this is like a real life person, like someone that actually existed. Now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. So Vespers are the monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer hours. It is followed by supper. They were really all about routine, weren't they? Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. I want to see what this lady has to say about Otto. Hello, Andreas. Oh. Not a lot. Not a lot. Let's talk to Peter, who's losing his hair. Andreas. Oh, okay. Contour to chicken. Oh. Ill Peter. Peter and Ill Peter. Oh my god, the pigs are messed up looking. God bless you. And Andreas. This weather's been god-awful? This town's gone to shit since my days. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and So crude. Oh, I like the way the wind is illustrated. I'm not sure about the pigs. I'm usually a big fan of pigs in video games, but this ain't it. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perkta to keep the skies clear. I guess that's a god or a saint or something. Pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. Matthias knows that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. How strict should we be with him? You think the spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Heh, sharper than you look, eh? The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Ranig Kemper knew that. Ranig Kemper, the late husband of Ottilia. Okay. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. I won't mention that at the Abbey. Pah, the Abbey. Perkta's hounds, take the abbot. I should go. Okay, cannot interact with the pigs. Cannot interact with the goats. Cannot interact with the chickens. That's fine. Oh my god, this game is just so, visually appealing to me. Oh, I didn't... Yes. Big Jorg. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow and it took me God knows how long, Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Huh. Just smells like fresh alpine air to me. Smell that dairy air. They don't have cows. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wanderjahre before you came to Tassing? Wandering years during which a journeyman artist or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. Just like Kiki's delivery service. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. If we went to Basil, or Basil, I don't know how to say that. Andreas knows some Italian and French, and he can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. We went to Flanders. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. If we went to Italy, Andreas knows Italian and little Greek and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. I think Italy, because I don't know, I just have like this idea of a Renaissance artist being really heavily inspired by like the Italian masters, but my education on the subject is minimal. I think this is a good one. I think we'll go with Italy. I don't know if that's like the basic choice, but let's just try it. Italy, no wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. What did you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Ooh, hedonist. I think we already decided we weren't going to be like that, but that's fun. Okay, if we were a hedonist, Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. Oh, but maybe we can get like some romance options if we do that. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all of the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman, Andreas lives to work and dedicate all of his time to his art. I think bookworm is kind of the story we've been building so far. Andreas spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion, Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. That sounds like fun. That's actually really appealing to me. But I feel like I'm going to change the whole direction of the story, and I want it just to be like a nice guy. So it's looking to me like this is the kind of game that you can play through multiple times and get a completely different story. We could be a businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. That sounds boring AF. Let's go with bookworm. Reading mostly and talking about books. I couldn't get enough of it. You guys will have to let me know, like, after this, you've seen this whole video, if you want me to play through the whole game as either Renaissance boy or rapscallion crime lord, because they both sound like really, really fun. Venice is filled with incredible printers. Florence continues to illuminate beautiful manuscripts. I didn't realize that books meant that much to you. I've seen Father Thomas's Bible and a few other books. I haven't had much use for reading, though. So I wonder if he can read. Could people read in, like, the Enlightenment? Isn't that what the Enlightenment, like, means? Anyway, I have to get going. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. The UI in this game is next level. This is so pretty. I guess let's go do our job then? I like that there's no timer in this game, so I can really, like, take my time exploring. What's going on there? Someone bothering you? Let's talk to Martin. What? Okay. Oh, is there like a traffic jam with all these sheep? Is this our first like quest? Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Martin, idiot. Should I offer to help? Okay, let's see what our little thing you say. Perhaps helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction in our work. That's so true, bestie. That idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him, give him a good scare, hee. No, let's just help him. Then again, I don't know anything about sheep and I'd probably just get in their way. How hard could it possibly be? Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steinow's place. Yeah, I know, I saw that already. It's like, you horse. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Look at this frog. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin, stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Oh, I wonder if I was like the rapscallion crime guy, if I could like steal from him. Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Help your aunt and your cousin, alright? This will be remembered. Oh, eat shit, Andreas. Maybe I deserve that. Let's talk to Klaus. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. Oh, is that Bert? Oh. Yes, we're definitely coming. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. The titular character of a popular 15th century book, Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He is also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Classic. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas, he's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... I don't know if we're good enough friends that he'll find that funny. Heresy? Sure, why not? Some of the things people are publishing these days would make a bishop's head spin. Or an abbot's. Heh. Doesn't take much with that one. Okay, maybe we are good friends. So, supper tonight after Vespers? You got it! God bless Master Maler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you after Sunday morning mass. Or at Sunday... Oh, I didn't go to mass? You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Okay. So I am of the religion. I'm not, like, a heretic. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want this to get into an argument with him about... I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Let's just trust Beatrice on all things. Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden? If not for his sake, consider it for your own. Right, there's no need to argue. I should make a better effort to get to Sunday Mass. Okay, he's easily convinced. I apologize, Father Thomas. I promise you I'll make it this Sunday. You don't have to make a promise to me, but our salvation is contingent on the... Ooh, it's the noble guy. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Maler, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. It really is called Worms. Prosperous imperial free city in... Would you still love me if I was from Worms? Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire, located in the Rhine River. Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbours were as welcoming. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Innsbruck is capital of the Austrian county of Tyrol, and major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy and Bavaria. Notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485. Interesting. But I guess that was like over a century ago. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. Yes, please tell me what a diet is, because I don't understand. An imperial diet is an assembly of the 3 colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire, the prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. The emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. I guess we'll go with this one. How was Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago. The city's artists are still producing wonderful work. Titian in particular is a god. No offense, father. Ooh, of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kiersau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. Father Matthias was the abbot of Kiersau before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and his love of books. Okay, so I guess we would have got on quite well with him as a little bookworm. A great loss for the abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Hysteria Tessai he was reading during my last visit. The Hysteria Tessai is an account of the early history of Tassing. Kiersau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ooh. Ah, yes. I wonder what the scandal is. I commissioned a manuscript from the abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Maler here. Or am I, like, doing the pictures for it? Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the abbey's scriptorium. Oh, okay. A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. So a scriptorium is a room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. Yeah, go on. Wonderful, it's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the abbey oh, no. We can't, we're meeting Klaus. Did the abbot Invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. I don't know if I was invited or if it was this dude. Miklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Maler. Well, I can't spend all day with you. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. I mean, how much trouble can I actually get in, you know? Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? Is he hitting on me? No, I'm not married, but in truth, I came to my vocation later than my fathers and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt, one of the most populous cities in the empire, and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379 and is a center for humanist thought. Ooh. Does humanist... It can't mean what it means now, right? It means something else. Erfurt. Wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Martin Luther was a priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him in trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may... have even met him, did you? You must tell me. Ah, no, he was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Oh, I would not bring it up. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. A list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. No, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between, and yet to come. I'll just leave this on the screen for a second, but I'm not going to read all this. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. That was the interior thought. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? I doubt it. No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but didn't finish. Well, what was your area of study? Oh. Was it not art? Theology... I don't think it would make sense that he's not going to mass if he's... Well... Imperial law... Medicine... I'm gonna go with... medicine... Law? Let's go with law, because I'm kind of curious what that even means in the 16th century. I never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my taste. Okay, I disappointed him. Oh, look how sad he is. He's like, I really thought that you'd be something interesting. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. Okay, well that's what I wanted to find out. That's interesting. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense than learn it myself. Okay, so does he need a lawyer? Because, you know... Hello? Attilia, you... If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Okay, so Attilia was the one that practices, like, the old faith, like the pagan faith of, whatever they said earlier. the white lady or whatever it was. Herst Eulerens Rothvogel. Pacta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. What has he done? These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? I don't really like you anymore, dude. What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Yeah, you're rude. I don't like you. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Oh yes, the trivium and quadrivium. Did you have a favourite subject? Oh, cult. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. No. What goes with law? Maybe like logic or orator? Yeah, it would be orator. Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university. He's a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. That's like a lawyer, right? I love that they have a cultist. Oh, I can't wait to play this again. Ah, I assume you studied the Greeks and Romans both. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. Okay, so actually I just realised, if I hadn't chosen that university, would I even be having this conversation with this guy? Wait, did you see the cat? True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly, the doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind toward Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid, though I suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Okay, he makes a valid point. Like, it's not wrong. None of this has anything to do with art. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one who is wrong. Not true. Rhetoric is also an art, and like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? I just realized my camera is in the way. Okay, so we can choose the second one. It's given me a second opportunity to pick occultist, but I guess heavens and earth is like biology and also constellations. But I guess that would be good for an artist to study like the shape of like stuff. I don't know. I love studying the natural world, my lord, both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. What began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants and animals. Really? Did the libraries of Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ, which was a pharmacopoeia, or book for creating compound medicines written by Pedanius Dioscorides, a Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army. The 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. I'm learning so much from this game. Surely there is more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Ah, there's the Abbey. Okay, I wonder if I've missed my shift at work entirely. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gurnet a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. So is the manuscript the one that he's like, it's going to be a bit controversial? It was about like a scandal? Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Then I very much look forward to seeing it. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Sisters. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. But then Kiersau is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. Ooh, is that the scandal? Shocking. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Oh my god. Am I about to get in trouble? Ah, you must be Father Gurnet. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron... Oh no, I'm not doing that voice. Yes, the Baron... The Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. I wonder if he's like speaking Latin or something. If you say so, I am not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Is this a bad time to ask for an advance? Let's do that just for the jokes. ... Worth it. I should ask again when he's in a better mood. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Oh. Find a way to get paid. Okay, have I made that my quest by choosing that option, or was that always my quest because I said that I was going to give extra rent for the love of dear little Ursula? But at any rate, we're going to end it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would like to take a moment to thank my beautiful Patreon supporters. They have supported me even through my very long break. Well, I mean, it's like a month or 2 months. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!